Hey folks, welcome once again to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. Well, today we're doing another revisit of a beer that I reviewed in the early days of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. It's none other than Grolsch, which comes all the way from Holland. It's 5% ABV, but this time around I have it in a lovely 500ml can, and yes, it is the real McCoy from the Netherlands. Now, in recent years, the Grolsch that we've seen on the shelves here in Australia, some of it's been brewed locally, some of it is brewed elsewhere, but not Holland. So it's become, a little bit challenging at times to find the real McCoy with this and a few other popular brands of beer or European beer that used to be favourites of mine long before the SwillinGrog days. This was one that I'd buy on a regular basis. In the swing top bottle, which has become rather iconic. Although it's definitely not the only beer to come in a swing top bottle. Probably one of the few to come in a swing top bottle in Australia. But anyway, I digress. I think it's time to crack open this lovely deep chilled can, and I'll pour it out into this stein. Okay. When I cracked it, it was quite active. Yeah, it is a very active beer, as Jez would say. Alright. Wow, a lovely amount of head there. Okay. So as far as the appearance goes, it's a slightly hazy, golden colour, quite effervescent, over 3 fingers of bright white frothy head. Yeah, looks quite enticing. Definitely a faint smell of grain in the aroma. Not really picking up much else there. Yeah, just grain. Anyhow, time for the most important part of the review. Let's see how Grolsch tastes to me in 2021. Cheers. Alright, up front, getting a nice hit of subtle sweet malts. It's quite crisp and clean. No real bitterness to speak of there. Quite refreshing. Goes down smooth. Alright, time for another gulp. Oh, that is really hitting the spot on a day such as today where it's been ridiculously hot. Yeah, this is really quenching my thirst. The body, I guess, is somewhere between light and medium, leaning towards medium. Nothing offensive about it flavour-wise. It's a very tasty brew. It's got a distinctive sort of taste about it. It's much better in the can, I have to say. Unfortunately though, the can is quite hard to find in Australia. It'll be most commonly available in the bottle. And I'd only buy the swing top bottle. I think the ones that are just, in the regular screw top, I think they might not, they might be the ones that aren't the genuine article or the real McCoy. Anyway, definitely very drinkable, and you could certainly session this at 5% ABV. Goes down a real treat on a hot day. The price point, I guess, is the one thing that lets it down, but that's all due to the obscene taxes in Australia on beer, which, as I've said before, most people are oblivious to. Rightio, well, let me have one last gulp of this, and I'll give it a score out of 10 for 2021. Alright, well, all in all, It's a terrific brew. Nothing I can fault about it flavour-wise. Very tasty. Goes down smooth, hits the spot on a hot summer's day. Yeah, checks all the boxes for me. Probably not the best Pilsner or lager there is in the world, but it's definitely up there. It's cut above, most beers in its category. So, what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Probably a 9 out of 10, yeah. So, there you go, folks. A 9 out of 10 for Grolsch in 2021. Rightio, well, I'm just going to kick back and enjoy the rest of this, and I'll see you all in the next review, but until then, fare thee well, all.